facing Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan State's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robbins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finds his man, it's Robbins. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. To the air, it's Cox. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
On the run, it's Robbins. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Illinois' offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Schmidt. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Handoff to the lone back. And they're able to get him down. Sparty in nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Using the quick game. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Tompkins. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Spartans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. It's reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up, and the playbook did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Schmidt. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown Illini! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
To the air. It's Cox. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Spartans want to move quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. After the first down completion, it's second and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Cox. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll need need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Schmidt. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Spartans will hustle to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Looking to throw, it's Schmidt. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Clay. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Cox. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. On a little time, lets it go. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. No huddle here for the offense. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to the ground. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Southern Miss.
Power football with the run.
Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield, it's Schmidt. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cox. Pucks it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Handoff to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Gonna run it. It's Robbins. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robbins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Trying to pound it in. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Schmidt. Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Tompkins. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Got a man, it's Clinton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Got a man, it's Robbins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The hand to the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
And the Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out and get it stopped and change the complexity of this game.
Looking for a man. It's Schmidt. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Sparty. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line and Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Schmidt. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Backed up now here, second and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw, it's Cox. Finds his back in the middle. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying play action. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Illinois. The defense putting points on the board.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out, it's Clay. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bat isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Illini. They take the lead with the 6.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wants to throw, it's Schmidt. Here comes the heat. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's Robbins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, finding an escape route. Got the first down himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And they're not on the same page there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cox. That's caught. It's Robbins. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Spartans are marching down the field.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hand.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Thanks to grab. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Clay. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Rides the back on the option to give. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 15 to Wake Forest.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Schmidt. Finds the tight end. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to the run. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Leaves him with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Gives it on the option. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Grant behind the line. It's Tompkins. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The give. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Cox. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Spartans in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Quarterback will keep it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Finds his man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Dropping back, it's Schmidt. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Quarterback keeps it.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Sparty! And the final moment, they've taken the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got it in the middle, it's Tompkins. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marshall. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Works the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Schmidt. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Last chance coming up. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown to Illini. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come